Canadian wine lovers, we are live with the nightly reveal of our Canadian wine advent calendar. Every night from now till Christmas Day, we're going to be coming on here live and revealing a different Canadian wine. It's wrapped, and
So,
we're going to unwrap it.
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everyone across Canada, this is night 3. I mean, we have already had 2 incredible nights with 2 amazing winemakers, one from Ontario, one from Okanagan Falls, and today it's day 3. We're going to reveal another world-class Canadian wine. This wine, I believe I give it a 92 plus points here. But should I start giving some hints, or we just unwrapping it right away? Because I think
Well,
that's from one of our winery of the year in the previous years here, one of our BC winery of the year, right? So let's do it that way. Before we start talking about what we have tonight in our glass, let's recap. Day 1, just that song, that Christmas song, and you always go backward anyway. Something. The first day of Christmas, what Mira gave to me, a sparkling wine. I don't know. Okay. So night number 1, reveal number 1, we had Noble Ridge 2017, the one Grand Reserve, 93 plus points. So yeah, it was an incredible sparkling wine to kickstart the Advent calendar. Benoit Gauthier, winemaker, director of winemaking, general manager, was with us, and we had a really fun time. Yesterday, we went from Okanagan Falls all the way to the Beamsville Bench in Niagara, and we had from organized crime, we had the Secret Series Cabernet Franc 2020 gold medal, unreleased wine, 93 points, Carl's Wine Club. Another great, fun conversation with our people about oak on oak, Cabernet Franc in general. So yeah, that was a really cool night last night. And now, tonight, where are we going? This is the question, right? This is the question. Now we're going from Beamsville Bench, Niagara, Escarpment, and we're coming back all the way to BC. We are coming all the way back to BC, and this time we're going south. We're going to Oliver. We're going to a very unique and special terroir. You know what? Next time, I think we should put how many kilometers are in between each and every winery.
yeah. Yeah.
That should be
What
fun.
a trick. So these 12 nights that we're opening, I mean, if you were to actually try to drive to all these wineries, I mean, yeah.
Back and forth and back and forth.
1,000 kilometers or more on your car. So, especially if you go back and forth every day.
That's it, right? Because I tend to do a little bit of a back and forth. I realized, though, we have a stretch with 3 wines in a row from BC at some point during the calendar. I think I focused a little bit more about different style than where they're from in general. But yeah, so from the Beamsville Bench, we're coming all the way back to the Okanagan Valley, and we're going to Oliver. We're going to a really special terroir. And so now, if I said Oliver and I said previous winery of the year, that's mean we only have 2 options here. All right, it's Riverstone.
How did you do the balloons?
Me?
That was really cool. You had balloons go up on your screen.
I know, but that was me. What, do you really think that was me? Wasn't you? I was like, oh my God, how did she do that?
I have no idea. That's really cool. Was it you guys? You guys did that? I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I'm going to bring Instagram on. And before we do, I think we should open the wine. Some of you guys, yeah, songs and balloons. I mean, it's a special night.
How the heck does that happen?
Did you say celebration? Is it like AI now? I don't know. Balloons?
Oh,
Is that
might
something you
be. Let's
say in
try
a
again. This is a
anyway?
celebration. No?
Didn't work. Okay, there must be some keyword. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rob already knows the winery, which if we take the top off, oh my gosh, who recognizes that? Some of you
Yeah.
guys already know because you've unwrapped it. Some of you have had it with your dinner, which is fabulous.
Some people are texting me and telling me that the wine's already gone, so that's pretty it's
That was
darn
fast.
time for us to start.
And guess what? We have the winemaker in the green room. He is so much fun, shares so much knowledge. So I can't wait to bring him on. So let's open this up and see what it is. But it was actually members that introduced us to this winery. Lisa and Jared, we owe you guys a lot. So that's
Hey, you know what? This is 2 in a row for Lisa and Jared. 2 nights in a row.
Last night,
How
too.
many more balloons?
Balloons!
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Okay.
I think, Dana says hand gestures. So now you've got to start experimenting.
Now we're gonna. God knows that I talk with my hands a lot, so I don't know what's gonna happen here. But yeah, okay. So Lisa and Jared, who's our member from Calgary, we know them since the very beginning of the Carl's Wine Club. Came to the Okanagan when we just moved to the Okanagan, and they took us to Riverstone. I had never been to Riverstone before. That's how we met. That's how we connected with the portfolio. I really love their wine. I connected with the winery at some point, and here we are. They finally we featured their wine. They became a winery of the year. We tasted one of our wine of the year as well. I mean, the Milestone 2015 was the very first premium wine that Mira fell on her ass and absolutely lost her marble on the wine. And you know it when your wife lost things, and she's like her complete facial when stopped, nothing was happening. She was like, I was like, what's happening here?
It was a wow wine. I mean,
I never tasted, and she said, I never tasted a wine with that kind of texture. And I'm like, here you go. She understands premium wine. Here you go. She understands premium wines. So, absolutely fell in love. One of the greatest wine I've ever tasted for BC. That's the Milestone. And anyway, so Jared and Lisa introduced us to Riverstone. And tonight we have the 2018 Malbec. So a library wine. Hey, this things is driving it's really.
I was just trying to find the balloons. I was trying to recreate the balloons. That's all. We don't know how the balloons happen, but they were really cool. Okay, so shall we open it up? And
I already said what it is. So now, all of that AI thing threw my whole thing off. So the 2018 Malbec. Lisa and Jared, so the last night wine, organized crime, was a revelation from Lisa and Jared as well. So you guys should be partner in business, something like that. I don't know.
Or start a shipping company. I think Jared works in shipping. We need better shipping for wine. All right. Riverstone 2018 Malbec. A well-aged BC Okanagan Malbec, South Okanagan. I think 2018 was a big year too, in terms of
2018 was a year with I was up and down, actually. I think I would say yes, a warm vintage before the 2019, which was a much colder vintage. 2018, we had some wildfire type of event across the valley. It was a challenging vintage. But when you got the right stuff from the right spot, this vintage has lots. It's like a surprise box because you had lots of elements to make some stunning wines from 2018. And this is one of them. We're going to have another 2018 South Okanagan coming in five nights, I would say. Oh, I can't see that. I'm giving too many hints. Ah, darn it. Okay.
Might as well just tell us the name now of that winery. No. Very ripe and screams blackberry. Super interesting. Awesome. Okay, so how about this? I'm going to bring on Ted Kane, winemaker and owner at Riverstone. So glad you could be here, Ted. He's coming in just a second, and then I'm going to zip upstairs to bring you this wine. So while you're
Yeah,
chatting with
because like
Ted,
I have
we
this,
can
like
open
I
it up.
have like two wine opener here, like ready to freaking rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many hands. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I need to stop. Um,
All right, here we
and
go. This
people
is
were
Ted.
asking me if people here. Okay, I want to know. People who are in here in the chat, leave a comment. We're gonna have a prize later tonight. I don't know what Mira has in store, but but yeah, we're gonna have a prize for people who are commenting. Will this wine have a smoky flavor? That's a very good question. I mean, the bottle that I tasted earlier, that can be very depending on like each and every bottle can have some different perspective, especially when you start to get like 6, 7, 8 years of age. Not every bottle comes from have the same development, and also not every bottle comes from the same barrels, so there's different evolution here. So maybe not. I mean, like I don't believe, like we'll talk
I
about
don't
the
think so because I don't think it
yeah.
would have made it this long. You know what? 2018 was when Okanagan was starting to learn about what smoke and fires do, like around there, right?
Yeah, so
So
we'll talk to
I don't
Ted
think it would have made
about
it
the
this
whole
long.
synergy, where the fires were, and we'll have a clear. But yeah, there's no smoke that I can say. So, and I trust Mike, the average wine enthusiast, because he has a heck of a palate for that. Once in a while, we connect together, and we've done so many events together that I know that Mike can get the smoke taint pretty quickly. And
When
no,
we
I
tasted
tasted.
it,
I
it
didn't
was
either.
freaking spectacular. So
I said in my tasting notes, barbecue like more of a grill type smokiness, and that's a characteristic that you get from Malbec originally in the grape varietal. So you know what? Yes, in that sense, but not smoky type of
yeah.
ashtray.
And you know what?
Or
We have the winemaker in the green room, and we are so excited to bring him on. So why don't we bring Ted on? Because he's gonna know. I mean, like, what do we know? We were not there. We were in
you know what? You know
Calgary
what
in
I know? I
2018.
know
We
that
have
you
no
have the
idea.
bottle, and you need to get your ass up here because I need to taste that
Yes.
one again.
I can't wait. All right. Ted Kane, winemaker and owner at Riverstone. Welcome, Ted.
Thanks, Mira. Thanks, Carl. Great to see you guys. Great to hear you. Love your enthusiasm as always. Happy to be with you guys.
How's it going?
It's going great. Going great. You know, with another great year. A lot of planting on site over here, but the vintage that we brought to harvest and put through the cellar is just going to be another amazing year. We're going to remember the 2025 vintage for sure. For a
Hey,
lot of
okay, but before we start talking about 2018, about Malbec, about anything else, Ted, it's great to have you back on. I mean, I haven't chat with you too much in the last year or so. I mean, last time we were together, we were talking milestone and winery of the year and all of that fun stuff. 2024, well, 2023 and 2024 were a pretty challenging year for your site and for pretty much everyone around you in the South Okanagan, especially 2024. I mean, 2025 provided many more great news for you guys. And I think like you guys, they put you to work this year. I mean, you guys harvested grapes and you guys are making wines from your own sites and all of that, right?
You betcha. You bet. Yeah.
Tell us more. Get us excited here.
Yeah. So, we did a lot of replanting, but what we left in our vineyards was some Sauvignon Blanc, and we had some Merlot and some Cabernet Franc to harvest this year. And, it was a fabulous year. The crop, Mother Nature put a real heavy load on everything, and we needed to do some, good thinning if we wanted our crop ripe in time, on time. And we got just a wonderful harvest this year again. Really good.
That's awesome. That is fantastic. And it's a restart. I mean, like we don't expect a full crop because you guys had to replant so much. What was the percentage of your home vineyard that you've replanted?
Well, overall, over the last couple of years, we've planted about 2/3 of our vineyard. But we had, with the freeze-out, we lost anywhere from 25 to 65% on different varietals. But some of it was up to, 23, 25-year-old vines, and it was time to renew that parts of the vineyard as well. So replanting for various reasons, but we're on track for another 20 amazing years. I can tell already.
I like the enthusiasm too. I mean, that is awesome. So now, coming from the Boulder City Vineyard and from the home vineyard, which grape varietal can we expect coming from you from the 2025 vintage? You said Merlot. You said Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, Merlot, Sauvignon Blanc, and Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc from both vineyards, Sauvignon Blanc from the Boulder City Vineyard, and the Merlot is from the River Rock Vineyard right now.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Now, here we are. It's the third night of our Pan-Canadian Advent calendar. We're so happy to have you part of our lineup. Yesterday, we had a Cab Franc from the Beamsville bench. We had an outstanding sparkling from Okanagan Falls at Noble Ridge to start our celebration. And here we are with a back vintage library Malbec from you guys. First and foremost, there you go. So Mira has the, thank you. Jeez, that you're getting good at it. Wow. Wow. Hey, no, but like you guys have to know, like for many years, she's seeing a bottle of wine. She's like, open that, Carl. Carl, you need to open the wine. Carl,
I never have to open these bottles.
Carl,
I'm married to him, right?
You said, Carl, I need to open the wine. Carl, come here. Open the wine, Carl. Carl, open the wine. So here we go.
I'm not scared anymore.
I'm just sitting here having a wine open right in front of me. That is luxury right there. Five. That's awesome. There you go. So, hey, where are you going? You need your glass.
Oh, yeah.
She's leaving without a glass of wine. That is sacrilege right here.
Oof.
There you go.
Cheers,
Oh,
guys.
come here. Come here. Last night you emptied your glass after 5 minutes, so I'll give you a
no.
little bit more.
Okay.
So, Ted, I have to tell you, I had some text message on my just before the show from Ontario. People was like, "Hey, you better get online soon because the bottle's already done, almost done." And I had other people say, "Carl, should we decant that wine?" You know what? I use my Enovino, and I think that even for 2018. I like that's what I found when I tasted that wine like maybe a month ago. I was like, you know what? Just a little shot in the decanter to give him a little bit of air made him so much more expressive.
Yep. What I did this morning is early this morning, almost after orange juice, I opened up a bottle of the Malbec just to give it a taste, give it a sniff, and see what it's presenting like. And I was very impressed. All the aromatics just jumped out of the glass. Really great presentation right to start off with, and also the textures and tastes were just wonderful. And then again tonight, just before we came on air here, I put some in my glass, tasting, and listening to Mira talk about the milestone texture. Well, hey, she's going to find that texture in this wine as well. It's got rich, dark, thick, chewy, red fruit. It's, the tannins are just silky, a little bit of gravelly, actually, noticing some of the tannins, a nice bright acidity. I mean, for an 8-year-old wine, gotta love it. They're going to love it. Yeah.
This one is right on its prime right now. You have the curve, you have the bell curve that you call. And here, right at the top, that's where the wine is shining, with the tannin has resolved a little bit. The alcohol has melted into the structure. The acid still like right there in the middle, and that's where the wine is, right? To my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, right at the top of the bell curve. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's, now's the time to drink this wine. It's, like I said, 8 years old, and I think it could go into the future a little more, but why would you? This one is ready now. Delicious,
I think so. I think you're bang on to it. I don't think this wine's going to get any better. I mean, this wine's not going to get worse, because there's going to have some evolution over the next 2 to 3 years where the wine will change in terms of, it's going to get a little bit more of a secondary flavors and aromas, a little bit more of oxidation. Things are going to turn, but for like
Yep.
many collectors, they're waiting and hoping for these tertiary aromas to present into the wine, and that's where it's going. But
Yep.
right now, this wine is at its absolute peak,
Yep.
peak of its power. Let's put it that way.
Yep. No, I have to agree with you. It's I'm really pleased. It's really showing nicely. So I hope all the friends of Carl's Wine Club are enjoying it as well too. Cheers.
So let's talk about a little bit from where this wine is coming from, where the grapes are coming from. You have two main vineyards, the Boulder City Vineyard, the River Rock Vineyard. Where does the Malbec comes from?
The vast majority of it comes from the River Rock Vineyard. We actually source a little bit of the Malbec from a vineyard in the south as well, down by us, just outside of Osoyoos, another great site. And because we do a lot of Malbec, both in the Malbec Rosé and in the full Malbec, so we depend on a lot of fruit. And so this is kind of a combination. Rocky, gravelly soils on River Rock's sites here, and then a little bit more of lake bottom, sort of sandy, silty clay sort of soils on the Osoyoos site. It's a great combination.
Yes, absolutely. And in terms of let's talk about the 2018. I got all of these conversation. I know that 2019 is known as a colder vintage, where all the Bordeaux varietals are built to last forever, lower in alcohol, much more rigid in terms of tannic structure. That's the pattern of the 2019, right? Long aging potential. So let's talk 2018. 2018 was the surprise box. Lots of challenges, lots of ups and downs. How about you tell us from your viewpoint in the South Okanagan? How did you experience 2018?
Well, I was just reviewing some of the notes I took back in the day, and it turned out to be a fairly usual spring weather, a bud break happening sort of on our usual time. Late April, around the 21st of April, we had bud break, and then we had we dipped right into the heat of May. Got a little bit cool in June. Really unremarkable as far as most of the summer went. We had our just the nice even heat, July and August. We had a little bit of a smoky layer above the vineyards, which was high enough up that we didn't get the smoke taint in our wines, but it actually filtered out some of the UV rays, and so it made for just like a real nice evening ripening process. And we ended the season mid-October, same as usual, and it was just turned out to be, it gave us, alcohols. I was looking at it sort of in that 13.8 range there, which it just means that it was sort of pretty much a normal kind of year for us. We can get them a little bit higher, but I like to pick them right about around that level there. Acids right, to sugar levels right, just the right amount of alcohol. Makes for a nice balanced wine.
Absolutely. And when people are talking about the scare of the smoke taint, now I can't confirm here. Like that was not in my, because that can be case to case. Sometimes when you're near the source of fire, sometimes you can have a barrel or two or more affected than other. This is clean. This is like I said, I like to say this is, to me, that's the charcoal like smokiness. Like I feel like more of the grill, like a little bit of fatty meat burning, not burning, but cooking on the grill. That's what I get into that. And classic Malbec here. How about we talk a little bit about New World Malbec versus what we produce here in the Okanagan, because it's such a big category of wine. When people go to the liquor store, that Mendoza, Uco Valley Malbec, that Fruit Bomb. I mean, for people who are just getting started in Canadian wines and start to taste what we produce in the South Okanagan, this is a different beast, much more structured, I would say, more on the dark fruit than the blue fruit that you can find, that blueberry jam that from Mendoza, the Argentinian Malbec. I mean, we produce a very unique style of Malbec down here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that structurally ours are definitely more structured than the Argentinian ones or the New World wines, depending on how they make it. They could make it the same way, but I think that they're manipulating the fermentation, so they are getting that really bold, ripe, vibrant fruit right off the get-go. But the structure isn't there. I got to say, it's like a little bit of a thinner wine in New World style than it is with the more traditional. And I like that structure. It helps with aging, but it also, my palate just loves that structure, and as it ages, it just develops more, and it's just, really delicious in time too.
Absolutely. I think we're bang on the curve of time. And Stacy here, one of our members from Ottawa, is mentioning that it's so nice to drink a nice Canadian Malbec because there's very few in Ontario, and that's true. In Niagara, Malbec is not a grape that Bellaterra produce a Malbec, but not in a single varietal. I know that Ferox had a Malbec, but they produce one barrel of single varietal. So I mean, like you can count them almost like on one hand who produce great Malbec in Ontario. So finding this here, especially when it's back vintage, is so refreshing. Ted, I mean, this is something that you've always been doing. It's saving wines for the future. This is part of your philosophy. You're a Bordeaux guy. You're a guy who really, really envision your winery a little bit like they do in Bordeaux in the sense of your production. You love Bordeaux grape varietals, but you love putting some of your inventory on the aside so you can provide to your fan a little later on the perfect wine to drink.
Yeah, I think it's a balancing act, because the way you make the wine has a lot to do with how it's going to age. Also, the way you grow the grapes and the time you pick them at. So, what we like to do, and of course, the barrel selection, everything goes into how long do you want to age that wine. And so, we're blessed with this incredible weather that comes to the Okanagan with just the right amount of water, the right amount of dryness, and it's really about growing the grapes for the season. And I do love a wine, put it in, age it at least a couple of years. But then these wines, when you take them to 5 and then 8 years, I always say to people, you don't want to hang on to them forever. I like to see a wines, presented, say, 5 to 8 years. We say age them 5 to 10 years, but they're going to be ready for you to drink when at that point. They're ready after our 14 to 18 months of aging as well. But, it just gets better and better with time, right?
It's just softer, right? Like there's a softness. And I think the texture improve over time as well. Yeah. Like less linear, a little bit like the gain in volume. And to me, that's what I'm searching in my quest of the premium and the textural wine. To me, it's very, very important. And again, like, oh wow, this is the mouthfeel, absolutely stunning. Let's talk about your aging. How do you like to age your wine and in the winery? Are you a big new oak person? You're more of a. I believe that you're more of a balancing act, but you use new oak in the process.
Yeah,
there've been so much. I've been talking about it a lot lately because we went so far on the pendulum, like so much new oak, especially with the new American oak, and like the over extracted. People get sick and tired of that, and it was damaging for the reputation of winemaking. We brought it, I think, maybe sometimes a little too far back, and we reduced the usage of oak almost too much at some point. And now I feel like, oh, there's a return. There's a return of that nice new French oak in a balanced way. But tell me where you're at in terms of your philosophy of barrel aging.
Well, so what we've done from the beginning and is we don't like to overpower our wines with oak. We like to frame them just nicely, give them that hint of toast and vanilla and the beautiful nuances that oak can bring. But you don't want to overpower it. You don't want to hide the fruit. We're growing the fruit to try to showcase the varietal that we're making. And so we'll use about 1/3 of brand new, and then we'll use a second fill and a third fill barrels in combination. And so it'll be aged for the 14 to 18 month aging period, and then blended back together. So we're not overpowering it, but we always have a hint of brand new oak in there. A second fill is a wine that's been in oak for 14 to 18 months, and then we're reusing it again. And same with a third fill. It's just had wine in the barrel a couple extra times. But it's still got the oak nuances, but they're just subtle. And you know what? The beauty of a barrel is that oxidization character that it gives. The barrel staves, a little bit of oxygen, so important aging a wine nicely as well.
You cannot get to that type of texture without oak aging. I mean, you get to that mouthfeel, creamy texture, and with the layering of flavors as well. That's the product of a beautiful, high quality oak barrel, correct?
Absolutely. You betcha. Yeah. Yeah. No, that doesn't come from, well, I haven't got a lot of experience with oak alternatives and micro-ox, some of the other techniques that are used, but I mean, it is all part of the pricing game as well too. But high quality wine has a price, and it's we're going to keep making them like this as long as we can. We love the results as well.
You just jumped right where I wanted to take you there. I wanted to ask because people often ask me, how much does it go now, right now, a brand new oak barrel? Let's talk like the truth, like the regular format, not the 500 liters. Let's not even go there because I think I'm gonna drop on the floor. But high quality, let's say the demi or like whatever high quality brand new oak barrel these days. How much does it go for?
Yeah, they're around 1,600 to 1,800 a barrel now.
A barrel. And just to put in perspective, and our members understand, you make 25. You produce 25 cases of wine out of a barrel, right? So
that's correct. Yes. Yeah.
So 25 cases minus a little bit of a loss. Let's say 23 cases. I mean, this is why sometimes and especially when you go and age the wine in the winery before release for 2 years or sometimes 3 years. I mean, there is the cost here of a premium wine. That's the super premium. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, it really adds up over time. But and that is part of the reason we love that blend. Like that, just the percentages. I mean, it just is a perfect blend to give a price point as well as the nuances of oak that you're looking for. Not trying to hide the fruit. It's just makes it. All the things make a delicious wine, right?
Absolutely. I want to bring Mira back in if she's I know sometimes she's doing multiple things at the same time. But Mira, I want to see your glasses. Your glass. Show me your glass.
I just took a sip.
Okay.
It's awesome.
You must have been really busy.
I love it. Well, I was just responding to some things, and
Can you tell us, okay, how's the chat? How's the chat box? How's the chat going right now?
Well, I think these are true Canadian wine lovers because they're saying the Argentinian wines out in Ontario are not worth buying. That's what I like to hear. And and they're loving this one. So this is really great news.
Mira, would you like to check on the email that I sent you about I scored a wine and I did my preliminary tasting notes. I don't know if you have that. I think I gave it the 92 plus or 93 when I scored that wine. Might have been 93.
Take a look.
If you may, I would like to confirm it now. I would like to challenge our listener tonight because I like to do that during the Advent calendar. Usually during the year, I always tell them, I don't give a shit what people think about my score. This is my score. I taste 2,000 wines, but during the Advent calendar, I like to feel the audience. The joke with that, Ted, is last year, the first wine of our Advent calendar, it was a Benjamin Bridge sparkling from Nova Scotia, and I rated it 92 points. I got so much flack for underrating the wine. Oh. It was unanimously underrated, and people were like obviously people would just bug me for fun, but I got back for like almost half a year about that. So now I bring my score to the forefront and I say, hey, please tell me, what do you think of my 93 points? Is it your taste? So I can't wait to see what the member thinks of our Malbec tonight, 2018 Malbec. I would like to see in the chat box your opinion, everyone, because for that 12 days, I care about what people say.
Yeah.
It's taking forever to find your email, so I'll have to tell you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I had it open this morning, but anyway, what is oops, sorry. I have someone just commented. Oh, it's Lisa. What this Lisa says on the comments, Mira?
She says 93 points would be fair. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Very nice.
Ted,
there you go.
What are you drinking at home when you have a nice dinner with your wife? What's the do you drink Riverstone? I mean, at some point you don't only drink Riverstone. What's your influence? What do you drink?
Well, I've been trying a number of wines from around the valley, just so local BC wines just lately, and um, top of my well, I just had a beautiful burrowing owl not too long ago. That was really nice. I had a really beautiful wine from Orofino. Orofino out in the Similkameen. It did a ton of structure, incredible aging, potential with it. I really enjoyed that. Just usually it's red wines. When I can find a Sauvignon Blanc, I'm trying everybody's Sauvignon Blancs as well too, right? So
Because I think that people who know Riverstone and know us here, I think that we all know that Riverstone probably produced the absolute very best Sauvignon Blanc from the South Okanagan. It's been my highest rated pure Sauvignon Blanc for years. And I'm so glad to hear that you still have your vines of Sauvignon Blanc. They weren't completely washed out. So that is one of your ultimate strength, that your terroir produce a fantastic Sauvignon Blanc. Have you, because we have lots of people from Ontario who are listening, member of the club, have you been familiar a little bit with some of the wine from Ontario? Have you been someone who would like dab a little bit in the Ontario flavor profile?
not as much as I should. But I'm looking for good recommendations. I have a general manager who's from out east, and she always brings back some bottles for us to try, and she has some fabulous picks. So Benjamin Bridge is one of them, though, actually. So yeah.
There you go. There you go. No, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Hey, Mira, do you have any question for Ted? How's the comment? Love this small back. We have lots of great comments across the board here.
Yay. Yeah. So no, I mean, did you guys already touch when I was coming back downstairs on what's new and coming up for Riverstone? Like,
no, we haven't.
Anything that you're doing differently this year, or anything we should know about?
Well, we have our Advent calendar has just gone out as well. So we have an Advent calendar of our own, which is done really well in the past and is doing really well again. And we're finishing up most of our marketing events, with the shipping dates and whatnot from Western to Eastern Canada. We're pretty much at those dates now. So we're kind of winding things down as far as that goes, where our wine shop is open for sales up until Christmas, and then closed for a couple of days over Christmas and into just over January, a couple of days. But once we'll do a library release coming up in January. Then we'll start right back into a really heavy event season again. I think a lot of people think of us as the South Okanagan Event Center with as many events as we would do in here, and we'll have very special rosé days. We'll have our spring wine release will come before that. And just really celebrating the new wines of the season is what we're going to looking forward to. It's going to be great. Really cool vintages coming up.
That is fantastic. And I'm really glad you mentioned actually the library release, because you're, like Carl mentioned earlier, one of the few wineries that did keep back some library. Not a lot of wineries have done that over the last 15 years here in the Okanagan. So we're grateful that you did. And you mentioned in January, you guys are doing a release.
Yeah. I think it's around the 15th, but I'd have to double check that, look at the calendar. So yeah, it's usually around the middle of the month there.
Nice. All right. So now we know.
A heavy holiday season, we got to get back in the swing of things. So what better way than some special library vintages, eh?
Is you and Lauren has any special plan for Christmas? You guys going somewhere?
We're just going to be spending some time with family, just family and friends. Yeah. Got the kids coming home for Christmas, so looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Hey, Ted, if someone emailed me, it's probably already happened at this point, say, hey, Carla, we would like a few more bottles of this beautiful 2018 Malbec. There's a few cases available that we can maybe place a phone call and get more.
Yeah, it's limited quantity as we're getting down on it, but there is a few cases for sure. Yeah.
There you go.
And then there's for sure. Yeah. And the 2022 vintage is now available. I mean, in the tasting room, and it's drinking beautifully as well. So, it's not aged, but I mean, you guys can age it, right? And so it's actually really special as well. Yeah, done really well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Ted, please say hi to the whole team for us. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. We sure greatly appreciate your time. Greatly appreciate this amazing wine that we have as wine number 3 of our Pan-Canadian Advent calendar. Ted, thank you so very much.
Well, thanks again for including me, you guys, and happy holidays to you and all the club members. And so fun to be with you guys. So thanks again. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a great
Cheers.
night.
Cheers.
Thanks
Cheers.
so much. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank
That is
you.
awesome. Cheers, you guys. Thank you so much, Ted Kane of Riverstone Estate Winery down in Oliver, which actually on the signage, officially, Oliver is the wine capital of Canada. That's what it says on their signs. So it must be true. And it is. I mean, there's lots of amazing wineries down there, but Riverstone has been one of our club favorites. And we haven't even mentioned in this live stream at all, Carl, that they were voted by members as our winery of the year for 2023.
That's what I said at the beginning. That was my hint at the beginning. This is one of the winery of the year.
Ah, good thing, because I was like, how did we not mention that? So I wanted to
No, I
share.
did. And at least 2, maybe 3 times. But I knew you were very busy, so you're excused.
But I wanted to share, look at this. Look what they did for us. He mentioned they do events, and they do. And look at this fabulous one they did for us. Who was all here for this? I mean, here's Ted and Lorraine. But look, like we did a reception out on the patio. You guys remember this? Some of you guys are in these pictures and you've probably never seen them. So this was fabulous. And then
the library, the vertical tasting that we did in the production facility at the beginning was something else.
Yes, it was fabulous. So look, here we are tasting. And then we did a vineyard walk, which was something else too. That was really fun, just learning about the vineyard. This was right after we had the deep freeze. So I think we were looking at some of the vines that got damaged, things like that.
Well, not damaged, it killed. That's the part where everything was like they were taking everything out. I mean, yeah.
But it was a glorious day. I mean, look at that. It's been pretty like dark and wintry lately. So it's kind of nice to see these pictures when everything was a little more alive, right? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So great winery, great place to stop in if you're ever in the South Okanagan. And thanks to Ted for stopping by and for giving us access to this library back vintage, which is pretty rare to get our hands on. So
more and more now the wine is opening up, and the gravelly frame of that underneath, the underlayered gravelly frame of that wine is coming out right now, like a little bit more complexity on the underlie. That's absolutely fantastic. And I know, Mira, like I mentioned it briefly, but the Sauvignon Blanc at Riverstone, like year in and year out, incredible Sauvignon Blanc. So yeah.
Absolutely. We did a Sauv Blanc marathon, and that was right up at the top, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, at the very, very top. And every year it's one of the very best Sauvignon Blanc. Also the Malbec Rosé. They also do the Merlot sparkling rosé as well. It's been a classic from Riverstone. I mean, there's so many. I still have a Cornerstone 2019, which was the rock star, the superstar wine at the library tasting during the anniversary party that we had. I remember the 19 Cornerstone was so freaking good. We still have one bottle down there.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, amazing producer, incredible people as well. We love Riverstone, and they're back couple.
This one?
Yeah, that was the table right in the production facility when we did the library.
Yeah, that was so cool.
The vertical tasting. It was really, really cool.
Really cool. Very cool. Yeah. It We had some fun times, you guys. You forget when it gets all wintry. Like, look how gloriously sunny it was. They even had live music, I think, playing in the garden there. Oh, and then we
Absolutely.
went out for Mexican after. There's Dylan and Cavell.
We sure did. We sure did.
There you go. There you go. Thank you for the
Mira
great
mentioning
take.
about the party and how we know we like to have fun. Stay tuned because later this week or early next week, we're gonna already release our 3 or 4 weekend of BC Okanagan touring that we're gonna put together. But watch
Yes,
that coming your
absolutely.
way.
Okay, so Carl, we're missing the Santa hats for the second night, so I think we need to fix this for tomorrow. Also,
Easy.
I said I would start decorating my tree. I got inspired today. Who of you was starting to make decorations out of corks? I think I need to start doing that because I mean we have enough corks.
I mean, Mira. The difference between yesterday and today, we said we're gonna start a little bit every day. There's 3 boxes of string of light, but just at the base of the tree. So the lights were out.
One step at a time. One step at a time. The lights
Exactly. And this, yeah. I mean, there was a step ahead. There's a step at, yeah. So by tomorrow,
could we start putting bottles on the tree? Would that be too much? That might be too much. It'd be too heavy, maybe.
I think we can figure something out.
There you go. Whoever wants to like cut out the bottles just around the labels, and then we can keep them for Christmas ornaments with our score and notes on the back. I think that'd be pretty cool craft, don't you?
So we need a laser to just cut out with the glass.
Someone will know what to do. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Right? Like business idea. Who wants to go for it?
Okay, so let's recap. This is day 3 of the Pan Canadian Advent Calendar. We have our wine number 3. This is Riverstone Malbec 2018 vintage, and I think unanimously from the chat, I think this wine is peaking right now. Mira, do you agree with me? This wine totally peaking, right at the top of the curve. Yeah,
it was the perfect thing to include on an advent calendar like this because it's ready to go. Like if you guys have company coming over, unless it's already gone. I know for some of you had it with your dinner tonight, so there you go. But yeah, it's like in the next few months, this is the perfect wine to pull out and have with your dinner. Speaking of which, I brought you up some pot roast.
So that was my next point. That was my closing point.
What pairs with this Malbec? I asked him earlier, and he's like, Mira, when it's a good wine, it goes with anything, really. So
the pot roast we have, absolutely fantastic. Mira, we nailed it. It was a real team effort today. We absolutely crushed the making of that pot roast. Mira and I quickly, in 40 minutes, we did the first batch. Our son absolutely took over in the middle of it, adding the vegetables, closing the thing off. So that was a full family effort. I have to thank Josh, my oldest son, who crushed it with his help. The pot roast is fantastic. So recap. Day number 1, we were in Okanagan Falls for the 2017 Noble Ridge. The Grand Reserve, the one, 93 plus point. There's a few bottles of that left for sure if you guys are interested. Wine number 2, we went from Okanagan Falls all the way down to the Beamsville Bench in Niagara on the Niagara Escarpment. Organized Crime 2020 vintage with their Sacred Series Cabernet Franc, 93 points, Carl's Wine Club. Gold medal wine line. Unreleased wine. This wine is not on the market yet. If you liked your Cab Franc yesterday, you would like a few. The winemaker, I said George the other day, is definitely not George, and now I'm still blanking again.
It was Greg.
Greg, you got it. Thank you.
I know his last name is Yemen.
So yes, we have access. If any of you would like to dabble a bit on their 20 like pre-release, let us know. We can get some for you. And tonight we have from the Beamsville Bench all the way back to the Okanagan Valley. From Okanagan Falls, the site at Riverstone in Oliver, it's probably 20-minute drive. 20-minute drive, and we are at the Riverstone Vineyard. This is the 2018 Malbec, beautiful Malbec. What's the highlight of this wine for you, Mira? Is you have one
It reminds
characteristic?
me of the Milestone, the 2015 Milestone, which remains like in my top 5 favorite wines of all time. Fabulous 2015 Milestone, also made by Ted Kane. For those of you that know about the Milestone, and you should be singing your recap to the melody of 12 Days of Christmas. You are right. We should practice that, Carl. We can practice it live for the first time ever. On the third day of Christmas, my true love brought to me a Malbec from Riverstone.
Yeah, but that's awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that is
right?
beautiful. But
So there you go.
what I was saying is, I think you're bang on. I think I would like to recap every wine by one word.
Ooh, okay.
So, wine number 1 to me was sophisticated.
Yes.
Okay, the one sophisticated.
Graceful for me. Graceful. Okay.
Wine number 2 to me was the finish, like that. But the white pepper finish was absolutely crazy, awesome. Okay, so finish for the Cap Franc from.
Okay, wait. Other people have to participate. So for me, the Cab Franc was rich. I liked it. Yeah. Okay. And then wine number 3. What's your word?
Texture.
Hey,
texture.
Right, that is a good one.
I mean, there's not, like, this is the easiest thing. Like, this wine that's so textural, so beautiful, and that's why I say that when you said it remind me when you said it remind me the Milestone. That's exactly the texture, right? So yeah.
Whoa.
Beautiful wine. Yeah.
Oh, and it's finish. Oh, I guess we probably want more. If you just keep saying like texture, flavor, finish, nose, I should probably get more specific, shouldn't I, with my word? But there you go. Color. Yeah.
You don't have to.
Good point.
You don't have to, Mira. You don't have to be more specific. You don't have to.
I know. Just say whatever I want, right?
That's it. Fuck it.
Mary's got a great point with the color. The color is spectacular. Malbecs always have the most interesting colors, don't they?
Purple. That's the purple of the Malbec. Like, look at it. When you this is not it's purple. And now with aging, it's getting a little darker. Fucking beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Oh,
I love it.
Daryl's going with ripe. I like it.
Very good. Very good, everybody. All right. Carl has hockey for.
There you go. I have to run to hockey. Yeah. I have to run to hockey.
We got to let y'all go. But that was fun. That was fabulous. And, okay, so we talked about pairings, and then some of you guys gave fabulous ideas. But what is, like, when you were a sommelier at a fancy restaurant, Carl, what is the classic pairing for Malbec? Or should I ask ChatGPT? Is that more?
I mean, there's different. There's different from where the Malbec comes from, right? So in very fancy restaurant, we barely touch the New World young Malbec, a young Argentinian Malbec, right? That was more the Malbec from France, which they call Cote, C-O-T-E. C-O-T, and these are wine much bigger and heavier wine. So, or high altitude Malbec, with very stony type of terroir. So what I would say, something like a big piece of meat, like the Argentinian steaks. The Argentinians are so well known to have these very thick steak, a little bit like the Tuscan steak as well. So there's that, and it has to be or some slow cooked lamb. It's also one of the something that I would use with Malbec because of the richness, the tomahawk steak. Right, you got it. That's
there you go. All right. Let's do our draw, and then I want you to give us just a little bit of a hint for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is, let me see here.
Tomorrow is the
recap.
night, baby. Tomorrow is the night. Nah, there's 3 wines in that whole thing then tomorrow is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow is
That you
one of
were
them.
like personally most excited for. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So
Yeah,
that's a
make
big
sure the
tip.
wine is
You know
chill
what
but not
Carl
too
likes.
cold. Make sure the wine is chill but not too cold.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got the guesses coming in because we know
No.
what Carl's favorite wine is. So there we go.
But it's
And
not.
the pairing suggestion was butter poached scallops. So I don't know if you can get too too obscure with that. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not a Chardonnay. So guys,
Not.
get your head out of your ass a little bit, okay? It could have been very well. It could have very well been.
I totally
but no,
thought
it's
a
not.
Chardonnay. See, I don't even know when I wrapped these. Okay, guys. So okay.
And I'm gonna host one of my very favorite person in the wine industry. When we talk wine, we can talk wine for hours. He's an awesome dude, so I can't wait to have him for half an hour. You know what? I put that wine at number 4 for a specific reason because I knew it was a Wednesday, and usually Wednesday I was expecting to have more people.
Okay, so it's one of the most exciting revelations in our calendar. Okay, this is super cool. I now recalled what wine number 4 is, and it is really cool. Really cool.
Oh yeah,
okay.
And like this one, like it's been the centerpiece of the Advent calendar since the very beginning. So
that's true. It is something.
This is the centerpiece. This is the centerpiece.
That's true. Hey, look, Jim's got his name is the biggest one of the whole wheel. Jim, it might be your lucky day. I don't know that's what that means.
I mean, can we take Tracy off the wheel, please?
Well, anyone who's already won, it automatically takes them off. So Tracy always wins. She is a very lucky lady. If you ever need to buy a lottery ticket, talk to Tracy. So, all right. So what are we drawing for? Again, like pretty much every night, we're going to have the option for an Enovino, which is our favorite wine tool. It's a wine aerator that you pop in the top of your bottle. Do you have it there, Carl? We'll show it after. So you can pick between the Enovino and the wine touring shirt that we did with Thomas Batchelder, or last night we added the option of carrot chocolates, which are chocolates made in Kelowna.
Mira, I think we need to talk offline, but tomorrow I think we should give away a VIP Unlimited.
What? A membership?
Yeah.
That is cool. Well, that's a pretty big value. So
for a month. For a month.
I think that. Oh, okay. All right, we'll talk offline. But I do love the idea. I think it's a great idea.
Because that's the centerpiece. That's the centerpiece of our Advent calendar.
That's true. So it should have a pretty big prize available. You're right. All right. So whoever wins this gets to pick a prize from those 3 prizes. All right, let's see who it is. Da-da-da-dum. And we have, is it? Oh, it's Dean. Dean. Oh my gosh. Dean. And so here's the thing. I have now to see, this is not Dean C. It's the other Dean, because if you see here, I'm not being, I'm trying to be fair here. Dean C is still on here. This blue one was the first Dean that tuned in. So, so not Dean C, unfortunately, although Dean C, stay tuned because you get to maybe win a different night. But Dean, the other Dean from Ontario. How many Jens are there? Well, there's Jenny H and there's Mike's Jen, and I think there's one other Jen, but I have differentiated all the Jens. I know which one is which. Okay,
I gotta go to hockey. So
there you go.
I gotta go to hockey.
Well, congratulations to Dean from Ontario, not Dean C from Vancouver. So yeah, congrats, Dean from Ontario. I'm gonna email him right after. And well, there's Jen, there's Jenny, there's Jennifer. So We've differentiated all the Jennies and Jens. All right. Good luck at hockey, Carl Boucher. Everybody will be back on here tomorrow night at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern for wine number 4, which apparently is a can't miss one. La pièce de résistance so far.
I mean, this is not the end. I mean, like we have many more outstanding wines. It's just the one that I'm really freaking excited about. So, and it's not a Chardonnay. So
there you go. And
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, thank you, and see you tomorrow.
Cheers.